We are the Napoleon Soldiers studio and we are glad to welcome you on our channel. We are a group of like-minded professionals, miniature painters and experts in the field of the military uniform. All figures are made of white metal in the scale of 54 mm and are painted with high-quality acrylic paints. The whole range of the presented miniatures you can buy or order in our online eBay store. Click the link in bio and enjoy the video! City of Milan Guard Battalion. This battalion was formed in 1811 to police and garrison the Kingdom of Italy's capital city. However, the disasters of 1812 led to the unit seeing active service as summarized below. 1813 Germany. 787 men marched to Saxony under the command of Capo Battaglione Varese or Varesio, where they became part of Parrish 15th Division 4th Corps. They fought at Lutzen and Bautzen and were caught in the ambush at Königswarta. After the armistice, the battalion fought at Grossbeerene, Dennewitz, Wartenburg, Leipzig and Hanau. The remnants of the division then marched back to Italy. 1814 Italy. The battalion was reinforced, partly from the company of sapper-pompiers firemen, also raised in Milan in 1811, and formed part of Palombini's division of the Army of Italy. They fought at Peschiera. Organization. The battalion was formed with 4 Fusilier companies, 1 Grenadier company and 1 Voltigeur company. During battalion's formation into the line, Grenadiers were on the right flank and Voltigeurs on the left one. The uniform. The battalion wore the following uniform. Headgear. All companies wore a French-style shako with a brass lozenge-shaped plate bearing an imperial eagle. The shako bore a green, red and white cockade. Chin scales and the edging of the black leather peak were also brass. For undress wear, a sky blue bonnet de police fatigue cap was worn, piped in scarlet. Coat. The coat was a sky blue habit coat of the line infantry pattern. The collar and cuffs were scarlet, as was the piping on the square lapels and cuff flaps, shoulder straps and pocket. Turnbacks were white, piped scarlet, and bore scarlet grenade badge. Breeches. Breeches and waistcoat were white, worn with black gaiters with white metal buttons. Fusilier. There were 4 Fusilier companies in a battalion. The Fusiliers were the main part of the line infantry regiment. The distinctive features of the Fusiliers' uniform were shoulder straps from the cord cloth piped red on the edges, white shako pom-pom, and the equipment that included the cartridge pouch belt and the bayonet scabbard. The Fusiliers were armed with an infantry musket with a bayonet. Grenadiers quartermaster-corporal. The most distinguished, brave and tall soldiers were recruited into the Grenadiers. Grenadiers led the battalion's attack or supported Fusiliers from the backside, if there was a risk that the infantry would run away. The distinctive features of the Grenadiers' uniform were red epaulets with thin thread fringe. The Grenadier's shako was decorated with a red pom-pom with a plume and a red shako cord. Grenadiers were armed with an infantry musket with a bayonet and an infantry light saber. The non-commissioned officer's rank, quartermaster-corporal, was marked with the chevron on the coat sleeves. There were pair chevrons on forearms, from white woolen fabric, piped red. Single silver chevrons, woven from silver threads, piped red, were on the shoulders. The quartermaster-corporal was to inspect the potential area for the unit's accommodation and to distribute the apartments between soldiers for quartering. The quartermaster-corporal was also to analyze the sanitary state of the area, to collect the information regarding water sources, fuel, and the condition of the roads. Subaltern officer. According to the statutory order, dated 18th February 1808, the structure of the infantry battalion was as follows. The battalion included 4 Fusilier companies, 1 Grenadier company, and 1 Voltigeur company. Each battalion was commanded by the chef de bataillon. Each company had a captain, lieutenant, sous-lieutenant, sergeant major, 2 sergeants, quartermaster-corporal, 8 corporals, 2 drummers, and privates. The subaltern officer in the captain's rank is presented in this video. The top of the officer's shako is decorated with silver lace. The pom-pom is also silver. The plate was in a lozenge form covered in silver. Chin scales were also silver. The officer's epaulets area is clean, without red gleams, which corresponds to the captain's rank in the infantry. On the officer's chest there was a gorget, the officer's insignia in the form of the half moon. The captain wore white single-breasted waistcoat and breeches from the same material as the coat. White gauntlets and hussar boots completed the officer's uniform. The captain was armed with the officer's épée. Voltigeurs sergeant major in a campaign dress. Voltigeurs were formed as companies to perform skirmishers' function during battles. It was them who were at the cutting edge and in front of the battalion's line formation. Into voltigeurs were recruited not very tall soldiers, but extremely brave, clever, skillful, and sharp-minded, and also who could fire accurately. Voltigeurs were armed with an infantry musket with a bayonet and infantry light sabers. The distinctive features of the voltigeurs' uniform were green epaulets with thin thread fringe. The shako of the voltigeur was decorated with a green pom-pom with a plume and shako cords of the same color. The non-commissioned officer's rank, sergeant major, was marked with pair chevrons on the forearms of both sleeves. The chevrons were silver, woven from silver threads and with thin red piping. On the shako there was a white silver lace. The sergeant major in a campaign dress. There was no plume and cords on the shako. Instead of the parade culottes, breeches, pantaloons, he was dressed in campaign pants from thick, coarse fabric. There was a neckerchief on the neck. Epaulets were simple, of green color, although the sergeant's epaulets had fringe from green or silver threads. Like and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. Also, you can follow us on Instagram. My dear soldiers, the whole information is in bio. Have a nice day!